YouTube, what's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my video. Yeah, man, I got a load of cotton. Look at that. This load loaded up. Big old bales of cotton. What's going on? Poor connection. Load of burritos. Yeah, man, what's going on? Money Mike Slick, what's going on? Yeah, man, I got a load of cotton, man. I'm at this cotton mill over here. See that? It's a cotton mill. Arkansas? No, it ain't Arkansas, man. This Alabama. I'm in Alabama, man. I'm running the South, man. Shoot. I've been trying to get out to Arkansas because, you know, the Midwest has got good rates on freight. So I've been trying to get out there. It's just, I'm not seeing the loads go out there. So, like, I see a load going out there, but it don't pay good. Be paying $1 a mile. See that guy pulling that Snyder trailer right there? He going to get loaded. They got a warehouse on the back over there. I mean, if you come down here to Miami, Miami. You heard what I said, Miami. If you come down here to the South, like Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, and stuff like that, it ain't really much freight down here. Most of the freight down here is pallets and paper bales, bales of paper. Bales of paper and cotton and, you know, nothing sophisticated, you know. But what's my website address? My website is jhservicesco@gmail. No, it ain't. That ain't it. jhservicesco.com. That's my website, jhservicesco.com. I've been meaning to tell y'all about it, but I don't like putting my business out there. You know, when y'all go on the website, it's not the best website in the world, but, you know, it's just a little website, you know. You know, you got a professional image for your business. You know, I got my virtual office on there, and I got some basic information about business. So it's just, you know, just a professional presence for your business. But yeah, we got it all strapped up, man. We got it strapped up. See now? We got a load of cotton, man. Got a load of cotton out here. me see. Yeah, this load here about 43,000 pounds. You know, it's paying about 1,200, 450 miles. Ain't too bad. There go a forklift driver right there. Cotton picking. That's funny, man. I'm picking cotton out here. Yeah. You funny, man. You funny. You need to put a padlock on that trailer door. I don't need to put no trailer lock on no bales of cotton, man. You crazy. You know how much one of them bales of cotton weigh? You looking at least 1,500 pounds a piece. About 1,300 pounds a piece. If they can get back there and get one of them bales of cotton, shoot. You funny, man. This ain't no high value load, man. I mean, the value of that cotton is probably worth some money, but you ain't gonna see nobody running down the road with a bale of cotton, man. It's because it's raw cotton. You know what I mean? Like, you got to process it. What you gonna do with raw cotton? That cotton just came out the field. Like, what you gonna do with it? Y'all a trip. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I guess for insurance purposes, you know, I mean, that's just for that company driver brainwashing, you know. You put a seal on every trailer. Because, if you read the job description of a lot of these trucking companies, they require you to put a seal on an empty trailer. Like Snyder don't tell you this, but Snyder, in their rule book, they actually require you to put a seal on an empty trailer. But nobody does it. You know what I mean? They require you to put a lock, a seal, if the trailer's empty or loaded. But I've been in this business 11 years. You don't have to school me on the fundamentals of running a truck. So we passed that. We passed that simple, basic fundamentals of trucking. So you don't have to school me on that kind of stuff. So you're not going to tell me something new. All right. I don't want to make like I know everything, but when we talking about locking up a trailer, I'm good. we passed that. We trying to build trucking companies. We trying to build. Yeah, they do have dumb rules, but at the same time, you gotta understand Snyder is a big company. They got a lot of people, and they gotta have rules in place so everybody's on the same page. Now, if you think about it, if you got 10,000 trucks, that's a lot of drivers. Okay, so you got to make sure everybody's on the same page. So if you don't follow those rules, well, they can fire you. You know what I mean? It's just when you're dealing with a big publicly traded company, that's just what it is. When you're dealing with a small company, the rules may not be so strict because you're a small company. So that's just what it is. I don't agree with it, but then I do understand the reasons why those rules are in place. That's why all these companies require you to go through a 1-week orientation when you sign up for them. When you sign up for a company, these big companies, JB Hunts, the Snyders, the Swifts, the Warners, they all require you to go through a 1-week orientation. That's to make sure everybody's on the same page. It's not saying that you don't know how to drive, but you got people coming from all different places. You got this guy over here, he's been in trucking for 20 years. You got this guy over here, he's been in trucking for 3 weeks. You got this guy over here, got 2 years experience. This guy over here got 5 years experience. So you want to make sure everybody's on the same page. So, like when I came over to Travel Loco, there is no orientation. I mean, Eric, he sit and talk to you on the phone for about 10, 15 minutes and give you the rundown on what you need to do. But generally, if you've been in trucking for a period of time, you know how to drive a truck. You don't need to show somebody how to drive a truck. You know. Don't they have camera facing the driving side? There are there are some trucks with a camera in the trucks. That's why I left. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm glad you worrying about how I title my videos, man. Y'all a trip. Like none of y'all got YouTube channels, but then you wanna tell me how to run my you wanna tell me how to run mine. Y'all a trip, man. Like cause y'all think I don't do research on y'all. Like a lot of y'all trolls and stuff. I'll go back and look, check y'all channels out. And occasionally some of y'all do have videos. One or two videos, but it has nothing to do with trucking. Like some of y'all have videos about a barbecue y'all did last week, some random event that you took a picture of on your Facebook or some junk. But like, dude, like you don't gotta do all that. But it's fine. I have a YouTube channel. I know you never been on my channel. Of course I haven't. I have no need to do that. I'm busy running my business. I come on YouTube as a hobby. You know what I mean? It's just fun, just to network and chat with y'all and you know share my trucking adventure with y'all and stuff like that. So so that's just what that is, you know. But you always got some YouTube nerd coming on here trying to you ain't really talking about nothing and it's just like oh don't lease a truck and all of this like dude for some people leasing a truck could be the best option they have to get in trucking like let's see Kevin John. uh I don't know, I got a funky email, but like for some guys going to a dealer getting a truck is good. For some guys leasing a truck is good, you know and you know and that's just what it is, and it's just like it depends on your situation, man. And it's like if you got about $5,000, I suggest if you got $5,000 and you want to get into the owner op game, I suggest you go to Snyder Finance and get a truck and do a 1 year lease. A 1 year lease. That's what I recommend you doing. That's what I recommend you doing. I don't recommend guys going over to Snyder Finance and getting in no 3, 4, 5, 6 year lease. No, man. No, 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 no. Okay, no. You would never hear me tell somebody to get into a long-term lease purchase program, man. No. Can't having a small car loan help build credit. Man, you a trip, man. Can having a small car loan help build credit? Yeah, it can help you build your credit. Um, like what you want to do when you talking about credit, you want to go and you want to have a mix of different types of credit um, or loan products on your credit. You want to have a car loan, a credit card, a house. You want to have um, different types of, credit available to you, a personal loan, and you want to have those products to where you paying them off. You don't want them to sit on your credit and it's just revolving and revolving, because a lot of the credit agencies look at that, or banks and whatnot. They look at that, and you could be perceived as high risk when you're not paying down the debt. You want to get the debt and pay it off. Get the debt and pay it off. You don't want the debt sitting around too long. So, try to find loan products with short-term loans, 6 months to a year. That way you paying them off. Because when you get a loan product and you pay it off, that looks good on your credit, because it shows that you're using credit the way it's supposed to be used. You get the credit, $10,000, you pay it off in a year. That looks good on your credit. If you got credit on a line of credit out on the product and it's like 72 months and it's just sitting there forever, banks don't like that. They don't like that. That's high risk. That's a lot of risk. So, you want to have a good mix of credit products, not just a car loan. You want to have a car loan, a house, a couple credit cards, some other items on your credit to offset the different types of data. So when the credit bureaus start reporting that data, it's different types of credit products that's building a good credit mix, that's less than 30% of your credit line, you paying on time. All this information is important to building a good, strong credit score. Your debt to income ratio, all this stuff is important. I mean, a lot of this stuff, man, you can just Google. You can just Google it, Let's see. This guy here talking about Landstar. I don't know anything about Landstar. This guy here say Landstar is a ripoff. Driver gets 65% of the load. A lot of guys get caught up in this numbers game, man. Like I got videos going all the way back talking about the numbers game. Like all the stuff that's going on in this country is all smoke and mirrors, man. Okay? When you're a consumer in the United States, you got to understand, companies are after your money. They're after your hard-earned dollars. And they're trying to figure out how to get more money out of your pocket into their pocket. So it could be anything. It could be a sale at Macy's. It could be some milk at Walmart. It could be some shoes at Foot Locker. It could be a car at a Honda dealership. These companies are trying to get more money out of your pocket, and they're trying to fluff and do the smoke and mirrors with the numbers and try to sell you a product and make you feel good about the product. So when we're talking about Landstar, they're no different than any other company in America. So that 65% pay that Landstar pays their owner operators is no different than what Travel Loco pays, is no different than what Mercer pays, is no different than what all these other trucking companies pay. Because it's all a numbers game, man. It's all a numbers game. Okay? Because, I can put my settlement, a Travel Loco settlement, up to a Landstar settlement. A Landstar settlement can put his settlement up to a Roadrunner settlement. A Roadrunner driver can put his settlement up to a Snyder IC driver settlement, the guy at all these different owner operator companies, different companies, you all gonna be making the same amount of fucking money, and y'all don't get it, you know. So like one guy be like, oh, Landstar is this and that. Oh, Travel Loco is this and that. Snyder is this and that. No, man. No, it's all a numbers game. You got to figure out what you want to deal with when you get to the company. So where are you trying to go in your trucking career? You know, it could be any kind of career. It could be, you know, it could be trucking. You could be a nurse at a hospital. You could be a manager at McDonald's. I mean, it doesn't matter. You got to figure out, because you guys got to understand. You got to understand. We spend a whole lot of time working for money. Okay? We spend a whole lot of time working for money. And you got to find which company you're going to want to work for and give your life to, that you feel that's worth it. So it's all a matter of like, okay, how much BS you want to put up with. Okay, you go to Snyder, you can go to Snyder and you can do dropping hooks all day long. You don't have to worry about base plates. You don't have to worry about your insurance. Yeah, you having insurance deducted out of your settlement from the carrier, but you don't have to deal with, okay, calling an insurance agent and getting your own policy for your own business to go down the road. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with base plates. Okay, you don't have to deal with IFTA. You don't have to deal with your IRP audit. You don't have to deal with that stuff. You don't have to do none of that stuff. You just run in your truck and you pull a load down the road as an owner operator, leased on to a company. Now, if you leased on with Landstar, there are pros and cons to dealing with Landstar. You gonna make the same amount of money, but what do you want to deal with? You can go get your own authority. You get your own authority, you're gonna be doing more work. You're gonna make a little bit more money, but you're gonna be doing more work. What you willing to deal with? You get your own authority, you're gonna have to go get your own trailer. Now you got to deal with a trailer. Now you got to pay for maintenance on a trailer. You got to get plates for a trailer. That's your trailer. That's your trailer. If something happened to that trailer, you can't make no money. Now, like if you go to a carrier like Snyder, Landstar, where you don't have to, you're not responsible for a trailer, and you don't want to deal with a trailer, well, it's a give and take from that. So, like all these guys talking about, oh, I'm gonna go to Travel Loco, you making 80, 90%. That's not, you're not making more money. It's a numbers game. Okay? At Travel Loco, you're booking spot market freight. At Landstar, you're booking freight from agents that have shipper relationships that are giving you top dollar on the load. So at Landstar, you're getting 65% of the rate that they're getting straight from the shipper. Okay, you're getting 65% of $4 a mile. At Travel Loco, you're getting I get 88% of what the broker pays. The broker may already took his money off the top, so the load may pay $4 a mile. Okay, I get a load through a broker. He gonna give it to me about $3 a mile. He already took his 30% off the top, and then I get 88% of that. So when you start looking at the numbers, the cost of operation, you got a trailer, all this stuff, you be making the same amount of money. But what are you willing to deal with? Snyder is a big carrier. You got to deal with big carrier BS. Big carrier, mega carrier BS. You have no control. So you just got to figure out, what do you want to deal with? Okay? I have a lot of control. I'd rather have it that way. I have a lot of control. I'd rather have it that way. Okay? Travel Loco can't tell me what to do with my truck and trailer. They can't. They can kind of suggest, but they can't. They can't. At Snyder, you have no power at all. It's like you always sweating bullets over there. So when you talk about Landstar, Landstar is just about the same. I talked to guys at Landstar. Like if you back into something, Landstar would make you go and take this BS training video, just like any other mega carrier. It's BS. You're just a glorified employee. You know what I mean? So now let's look at Travel Loco or a Road Runner or something like that. Now say if I bump something over here, right? It's my trailer. If I bump something, I have to deal with my own insurance company. I got to call the insurance company. I got to call the company that I hit. I got to deal with that stuff personally. See what I'm saying? I don't call Snyder. It's my trailer. You see what I'm saying? So like if you driving for Snyder, that's their trailer. So you got to figure out what you want to deal with. Do you have growth? What's your 10-year outlook at a company like a Snyder or Landstar or Travel Local or Road Runner or Mercer? What do you have after 5 years of work? If you look at both companies, at Snyder, 5 years of work, nothing. Yeah, you might pay your truck off. That's about it, but nothing. You can't build customer relationships. Nothing. You can't get a direct shipper. Nothing. You go to a company like Travel Loco. What do you get after 5 years? You got your truck and trailer paid for. You can build customer relationships directly with shippers, directly with the brokers. Yeah, Travel Loco gonna take 12%. They're gonna take their 12%, but you can do whatever you want to do. I can go out here and negotiate with a rate directly with a shipper. I get that rate con, I got to give it to Travel Loco. They take that 12%. Mercer, Landstar. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the big picture of these companies, man. You can't just say, oh, 65%. You know, you got to look at the big picture, man. It's just more than just the money and you know. I mean, personally, I think you ought to just get your authority and stop pussyfooting. Stop pussyfooting and get your authority. Stop playing around. I pull a lot of cotton heavy. How heavy is it? Cotton, that heavy. Lots of pallets of cotton. Are you going to allow y'all to use your DLT when you activate it? Yeah, that's the plan, man. That's the plan, to get out the truck, you know. So, but the thing is, you got to build up your DOT number. So you got to run some loads, get some references down, and you know, you pretty much got to get a good year under your authority to start hiring people, because you want to be marketable for insurance, you know. And to get that kind of insurance that allows you to hire multiple drivers, then you're good. But if you're not marketable, if your DOT number isn't marketable to get insurance, you're just wasting your time, because the insurance dictates how many drivers you can hire. You know, they dictate everything. So you pretty much, your first year, you got to watch your CSA score. You can't hit nothing. You can't have no claims. You can't be BSing around. So, you know, that's the goal, man. But yeah, man, that's kind of like my point, you know, what I was saying. It's like a lot of guys, they don't look at the bigger picture. They don't look at the long-term situation. They look at this week, you know, they look at this week, what I'm doing this week, how much money I'm making this week, how much money I'm making, I mean, shoot, you very well could be making more money at, instead of thinking about, okay, you go get your own authority, or you can lease on with this company, such and such, such and such. It's going to put you in a better position for long-term growth, Because like when you have your authority, that's your authority. You can do whatever you want. You can dictate, okay, different things going on in your business. You're not following somebody else's rules. So only rules you got to follow is the DOT rules. It's crazy because, like, when you leased onto a carrier like Snyder or something like that, a big mega carrier, you got to deal with their company policy rules and the DOT. Because the DOT, they got their outlines that come from the Fed, and then Snyder and all these other mega carriers, they got their own company policies of what you can and can't do. Like, for example, personal conveyance. Personal conveyance. Now, Snyder says, I looked at the DOT rules when it comes to personal conveyance. You can pretty much do whatever you want. If you're not under a load, I take this back. You can be under a load, but if you're under a load and you take your truck and trailer and you decide to go to a Walmart, you're on personal conveyance. That's personal. Or if you're under a load and you decide to take your truck to the shop, you can personal convey to the shop with a load. You know what I mean? So there's situations where you can personal convey under a load. Now, the DOT book says when your truck and trailer is unladed means you don't have a load. You don't have a bill of lading on your trailer. You could pretty much deadhead across the country if you wanted to. That's your personal vehicle right there. It's nowhere in the DOT book they put a time limit, or you got to be bobtail, or you got to be this, and it only could be up to an hour. You got to be going home. No. The DOT doesn't say nothing like that. It only says if you're unladed. That's it. If you're unladed. Now, there's some exceptions. If you're under load and you're taking your truck to the shop, if you're under load and you're going to Walmart to get something to eat, if you're under load and your truck is being towed or something like that, that's personal conveyance or, off duty. But if you got an ELD in your truck and your truck is being towed, your ELD could kick in to driveline, and you could be in violation. But it's like, so it's just like, that's what the DOT says. But like, you get on a company like Snyder or the big mega carriers, they got their own rules, and it's just like, no, that's not what the DOT says. No. Okay? These companies be coming up with their own rules. And see, when you get your own authority, you can come up with your own rules. Pretty much. I mean, you pretty much want to just follow the green book, man. Just follow the DOT rules, man. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. Oh, man. But, let me see what y'all talking about. But yeah, man, I just wanted to check in with y'all, man. Make a quick video real quick. Check in with y'all. Just want to check in with y'all. But hey, I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. Y'all got any questions, man? Y'all can go on my Facebook and 404 Trucker Facebook, or you can send me an email at jhtrucking45@gmail.com. You know, y'all got questions, you know, whatever the case may be. And I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I'll see y'all next time.